The choice in Mount Kenya region was more complex than just pork. In China, when we talk of the source of COVID-19, you remember there was talk of a wet market,
yes,
which is all this.
In Wuhan, yes.
There were so many factors at play.
There was a pangolin there.
There was a pangolin in the mix, yes. And in central Kenya, there was a mix of factors at play at the same time. If you remember, there were those who were okay with the BBI. They say the content is good, but separate it with Raila Odinga, separate it from Raila Odinga. Now, then Sagana comes in. Sagana was not really about the substance of the document. It's not. But now it was the supremacy, the battle between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. So you had people who were, you have to choose between BBI and Raila Odinga, and then those who have to choose between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. Those contests were at play in central Kenya. And look at the outcome. Very, very decisive and in line with how central Kenya politics works. It has worked this way for ages, where it is a pyramid sort of arrangement. Is leadership at the top, and then the rest will follow in hierarchical order. When we were looking and analyzing right here on this table, who are the people really pushing, say, the DP's agenda in central Kenya? If we count right now, who will that be? Will it be Ndindi Nyoro? Alice Wahome,
Kimani Ichung'wah,
and Kimani Ichung'wah,
Moses Kuria,
and Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria is part-time, I think, in the way he does it. It doesn't seem like a full-time devotee. But here is one thing that was exposed, and we spoke about it here. And Uhuru in Sagana actually used the analogy of a house. Mount Kenya is a big house. It's a big compound. There's a main house, and there are probably smaller houses within the same compound. And what we've seen exposed right now by the outcome of this county assembly's vote, 10 of them voting for BBI, means that probably the DP has been dealing with people who live in the SQ. They're not in the main house. They're not the main deal makers and deal breakers in central Kenya. Because what kind of conversations, for example, are they having now with Ndindi Nyoro? Francis, you gave us a breakdown of the number of MCAs of the entire region, just over 500, and out of that, only 4.
Yeah, less than 10.
Only
voted.
4, less than 10.
Let's say less than 10.
Less than 10 voted against.
Yeah.
Look at that. One would have expected, with all that talk of the DP penetrating the central backyard of the president, that there'll be a close contest. Say a 60-40% split in Kiambu. Say a 50-50 in Kirinyaga. We didn't have that.
Even Meru.
Even Meru, we didn't have that at all. Because our politics, and especially central Kenya politics, works in that pyramidal way, and it doesn't matter how you approach it. There's one more thing that comes out as an illustration of the events of the last few days. Hustler versus dynasty. You know, we can also try and place it in the context of the voting patterns, the green and red. Kenyan politics is tribal politics. Tribe comes first. Region comes first. Where are the hustlers? When there are hustlers in these green counties, all of them do profess, and you've seen the DP having a very good rally in Nyeri, a very good rally in Kirinyaga, good roadside rallies, hustler. One should have expected there are enough hustlers in the county assemblies that can give a fight.
Even lay siege and say you guys are not leaving this assembly before you vote here.
Yes. But what happened is people went back to factory settings, how they normally vote. In central Kenya, in Mount Kenya region, listen to the leaders. What are they saying? And Sagana worked. This is the result of Sagana. Sagana delivered all the 10 counties. Because basically the president put the argument is choose between me and people who do not know you. I'm your leader. And
did he say they were coming through the window? Look, like there's a bride and there's a guy who comes through the gate, but then there's one who comes to the window.
Yes. Look at those remarks. And which part of that is about the document? None of it. This was a political contest. Now, stage 2, the referendum, is still going to be a political contest. It's amazing always how we all talk of read the document. We don't read these documents because principally our constitutions, whether it's the 2005 one, 2010 one, and now these amendments, are primarily, first of all, political processes. You don't have to read it. Read your politics. What is Raila Odinga telling the region? Look, Nyanza region has people who read these things and write them. But remember,
why are you pointing at me? I mean.